Coming up next is this week's community event.
Welcome to Sanskar, a cultural festival by Uttar Pradesh Mandal of America, which mesmerized Bay Area audience with an epitome of talented stars in music, dance, poetry, art gallery and much more. Here are a few sample, a snapshot, just to get a taste of how classy our Indo-American children are. Although they are born and brought up here, hats off to their parents and teachers who nurture this Sanskar in them. Let's watch and enjoy Sanskar.
For bringing Shiv Tandav.
जलं प्रवाह पावितस्थले कलेवलं व्यलम्बितां भुजङ्गलिङ्गमालिकामट्टमट्टमन्निनादवट्टमर्वयं चकार चण्डताण्डवं तनोतु नः शिवं 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 जलाकटाह सम्भ्रम भ्रमन्निलिम्ब निर्झरी विलोलवीचि वल्लरी विराजमानमोधरी ज्वलल्ललालमण्डपावते किशोरचन्द्रशेखरे रचि अचिक्षणम् धराधरेन्द्र नन्दिनी विलासबन्धु बन्धुरस्तुरन्दिगण्ड सन्तति प्रमोदमान मानसे कृपाकटाक्ष धोरणी निरुद्ध दुर्धरा परि क्वचित् दिगम्बरे मनो विनोदमेतु वस्तुनि जटाभुजङ्ग पिङ्गल सुरत्वरामणि प्रभाकरम्ब कुङ्कुमद्रव प्रलिप्त दिग्वधूमुखे मदान्ध सिन्धुरस्फुरद्वदुत्तरीय विदुरे मनो विनोदमद्भुतं बिभर्तु भूतभर्तरि ॐ नमः शिवाय।
आम को आम, खास को खास लिखेंगे, वक्त के दरिया पे सच का एहसास लिखेंगे, गीत गजल लिखेंगे हम पे लिखने वाले, हमने कलम उठाई तो इतिहास लिखेंगे।
Wow.
बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच। सो लेट्स फॉर माय कंट्री से जय हिंद। जस्ट वन मोर टाइम से जय हिंद। थैंक यू।
Namaskar, good afternoon to everyone. Neelu Gupta ji, UPMA and प्रवासी भारतीय अवार्ड, and then अभी उन्होंने मुझे खींच लाए आज पर्टिकुलर मेल भेज दिया है कि आप माना है संजय त्रिपाठी जी, पीयूष गोयल जी, पीयूष मालिक जी here, and I would like to say that Raj Bhanot ji, and then my own colleague. I'm just taking because our consulate is now entire new team, but for a couple of officers. So this is Jaswant Singh. He just recently joined, and I'm just getting to the community so that they get familiarized with, and also Venkat, who does a great job in Sankara Eye Foundation. And all other, always Archana ji is there, to say, in impromptu, whatever she calls poem. That's great. And last but not least, Dr. Anand Kuchibutla, who has been kind to give such beautiful place always for promoting Indian culture. It's a great honor for me. UPMA has been doing. I must mention that we recently had UP government coming here with Invest UP program. And I must tell you, on February 12th, 13th, I think they had this big summit where Honorable Prime Minister was there and several other industry leaders were there. I must tell you, the programs or the meetings what they had in Silicon Valley took at least 15 to 20 people from here to join the Invest Summit. And Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath specially mentioned our Silicon Valley in his address that no, we have participation from this area. I should not be speaking in Hindi because Neeluji here, and you just saw the impromptu answer from Sanjay ji, the complete cultural and all that. So Sanjay ji is there. So I only talk about some things that India is doing to make everyone proud. So I just start with we have taken over as G20 chairman this year. We have been mentioning this, and we started the meetings. Next week we have a foreign ministers meeting. 20 G20 foreign ministers will be there in India. We just had G20 finance ministers meeting. Like this, 200 meetings are just lined up till September, when all the summit will be held with the leaders of G20 nations. So that is one. And today, as we speak, just last week we had a very, very wonderful conversations and an India dialogue. You must see the positivity which came from the practitioners, the policy makers who were there at Stanford at India dialogue. Everyone was so optimistic that India will drive the global economy. That is the kind of positivity. I must also mention that today India, despite all the gloom over the world on the economic front, we are the large and then fastest growing economy, and we are looking at that. You are all someone was telling, I think Archana, someone knows initiatives. No initiative is small. I can tell you, every startup, these big companies were startups. So initiatives are always small, but as you are in Silicon Valley, I must say, we are hosting third largest ecosystem for startups in India, and this turnover of startups is now fastest in the world. We had 108 unicorns. I don't say unicorns alone are a measure for progress, but that is the dynamism, the entrepreneurial culture has come into India. So we all are looking forward. You all know that Honorable Piyush Goyal ji, when he was here, he launched Startup Setu to just connect the startups in India. Today you have around 60,000 startups registered on the, and then these are not from cities. These are urban and semi-urban areas. So we need to mentor, because no one else can do. Silicon Valley knows better how to mentor the startups. We are looking at this Setu, this bridge, will help us in tying up the Silicon Valley entrepreneurs and mentors and VCs with our startups to make it a fruitful interaction. And not only that, the manufacturing has taken over. iPhone 14 are being produced in India, designed in California. Only earlier it was not designed in California and made in Dash. But today, you can always say India. So we are looking at improving that particular ecosystem where manufacturing can be improved. And during the visit of our ministers, Honorable Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Honorable Piyush Goyal ji, we have seen how many meetings were held with focus on making India as a manufacturing hub. And destination for investments, India is. And even today, we rank in the first 5 who receive the FDI, foreign direct investment from the world. And no, I must say that because it is all Sanskar and then culture today, you're all talking, I think speakers will be enlightening you. But no one forgets Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda, who came to Chicago and then the world, Parliament of World Religions, where till today, that is the familiarization which they got this part of the world. And he said one that no world is a gymnasium, and then all the countries, we all have to come in to get ourselves strong. That is what India is doing today. India is recognized, and the economy wise today we are only 3.5 trillion, but last 1 trillion was added in just 5 years. So we are looking at 2029, we will be doubling our, that is now up to 7 to 7.5 trillion. That is the kind of growth you are looking at India. I was happy to participate in the Stanford India dialogue, where they came up, yes, that is the way India will be growing. So you are all part of it. Please teach your young children Hindi and then our Sanskar, our culture, because you don't know, they may have to go to India for their jobs, etc. Because none other than President Biden has tweeted last week after the signing of Tata Boeing deal. He said this particular agreement is going to provide over 1 million jobs in 42 states in US. That is an Indian company which is doing this. So, and along with that, he said he is looking for coordinating with Prime Minister Modi to make this particular relationship not only economic, he particularly meant not only economic, but into secular, strategic, and for global good. So, on this good new note, I would like to thank all the diaspora in Silicon Valley. Very vibrant. Just look at the programs. Look at that young girl, Shivankari, how she sang. These are the people who will carry our culture forward. And I thank UPMA once again giving me this opportunity. Always I say I love UPMA. So whatever you call it. So thank you very much again for inviting me, and the consulate is always ready to help you, to support you in your programs to keep India's flag flying high. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind.
तो हम एक और कथक आपके लिए बड़ा प्यारा सा लेके आ रहे हैं शालिनी सक्सेना जी के छात्रों के साथ। वो कहते हैं जब भी मिलती हूँ तो अंदाज जुदा होता है, जब भी मिलती हूँ उससे अंदाज जुदा होता है, चांद 100 बार भी निकले तो नया होता है। अभी आपने कथक का एक रूप देखा, एक अन्य भिन्न शैली में, अदा में, एक अनूठी पहल के साथ। आइए मिलते हैं हमारे शालिनी सक्सेना जी के छात्रों के साथ। वेलकम लेडीज, प्लीज कम अप स्टेज। And we have another senior dance coming up. Beautiful when the warrior comes home after the war, the beloved welcomes him with open arms. तो यही राजस्थान की छटा उनके स्वर में जब बोला जाए तो कहा जाता है रंगीलो मारो ढोलना। प्रेजेंटेड बाय शरद जी एंड पूनम जी।
Be sure to watch Sitare every week to catch your favorite star profiles, celebrity interviews, community events, and more.
Sitare TV. Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Sitare TV. Sitare TV.
Sitare TV. Sitare TV.